As to the presidency, the two happiest days of my life were those of my entrance upon the office and my surrender of it. The less government interferes with private pursuits, the better for general prosperity. The people under our system, like the king in a monarchy, never dies. No evil can result from its inhibition more pernicious than its toleration. It affords me sincere pleasure to be able to apprise you of the entire removal of the Cherokee Nation of Indians to their new homes west of the Mississippi. The government should not be guided by temporary excitement, but by sober second thought.
I tread in the footsteps of illustrious men, in receiving from the people the sacred trust confided to my illustrious predecessor. Banks properly established and conducted are highly useful to the business of the country, and will doubtless continue to exist in the states so long as they conform to their laws and are found to be safe and beneficial. Our country presents on every side the evidences of that continued favor under whose auspices it has gradually risen from a few feeble and dependent colonies to a prosperous and powerful confederacy. The connection which formerly existed between the government and banks was in reality injurious to both, as well as to the general interests of the community at large. It seems proper, at all events, that by an early enactment similar to that of other countries the application of public money by an officer of government to private uses should be made a felony and visited with severe and ignominious punishment. The United States have fulfilled in good faith all their treaty stipulations with the Indian tribes, and have in every other instance insisted upon a like performance of their obligations. If laws acting upon private interests cannot always be avoided, they should be confined within the narrowest limits, and left wherever possible to the legislatures of the states. Mutual forbearance and reciprocal concessions, through their agency the Union was established, the patriotic spirit from which they emanated will forever sustain it. With European powers no new subjects of difficulty have arisen, and those which were under discussion, although not terminated, do not present a more unfavorable aspect for the future preservation of that good understanding which it has ever been our desire to cultivate. We remain at peace with all nations, and no efforts on my part consistent with the preservation of our rights and the honor of the country shall be spared to maintain a position so consonant to our institutions. Those who have wrought great changes in the world never succeeded by gaining over chiefs, but always by exciting the multitude. The first is the resource of intrigue and produces only secondary results, the second is the resort of genius and transforms the universe.